From the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Lacey Swope.
Track weather. That's what I do. I track weather. I track storms, and recently we've been putting up with Storm Jones every single day. Very excited. Hannah Scholl's coming back from maternity leave very shortly. Storm just asked me, guys, he's like, do you think that when Hannah comes back, I could just be an honorary weather team member? Yeah. He wants to be so badly. We'll have to see. We'll just have to see about that. It's hard to get him out of the weather center. I know that. We do have a couple sprinkles going on down in the southeast this morning. Rain going on in the deep south. And see the red going up? Those are winter storm warnings, travel advisories through the Rockies all the way back to California. That is the path of our next storm system coming across California, making a beeline into the southern plains. And those advisories will extend into our northwestern counties as it approaches. It'll be rain for Oklahoma City. So the next chance of rain is tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, especially into early Friday morning, and then it really winds down. I'm keeping the chances up through about lunchtime on Friday, but it'll mainly be light after that main kind of hurrah makes its way on through. This morning, there is fog. That's what Storm was telling you about. Up into Kay County, visibility is from about a half mile to a mile at times around Ponca and Caw Lake. Not seeing visibility that poor anywhere else. It's kind of that one area. There's some light fog here in Oklahoma City, but what you need to know, anywhere where you have fog settling in and you're driving into that, all that moisture, all those little tiny droplets can cause icing on elevated surfaces. So thin black ice is possible in Kay County, although we're not seeing any reports of that. I just want you to be aware of it. Lucky Star Skycam Network live from our Cowboy Hall of Fame cam. You can see a little bit of the haze there on the street lights. 29 degrees, 25 Kingfisher, El Reno, low 20s up along the Oklahoma-Kansas border, mid-20s back to the west and 30s in southern Oklahoma. Weak cold front, but it's enough that it's kicked up the wind just a smidge, and that wind is causing widespread teens for wind chills. Due to the added moisture, there's some thick frost settling in across the region. May have to scrape the windshield to let your car run for a little bit. 43 at noon, 48 with sunny skies for highs today. Lower mid-50s down into southern Oklahoma. There's our next storm system coming onto the coast of California. The spin now, the jet stream energy cranking up in the states to our west. The next storm right on its heels, and we've been telling you about the storm train. These are lined up all the way along the Pacific, back over to China and Russia, and we just get these almost every few days, storms moving into the plains. Now this next one increases the cloud cover tonight. Future next gen, there's the showers, heavier downpours, maybe a rumble of thunder or two with some snow going on in the panhandle by tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. We'll get cold enough for some snow to mix in the far north and maybe some freezing rain off to the east into Friday morning, and enough winter weather that we will likely have some slick spots and snow-covered roadways to be out in for your Friday morning drive. So our storm trackers will keep you updated. Tonight's dry, tomorrow afternoon, mostly dry. 40s and 50s in the afternoon. The rain will be in the far west, moving into the southwest. By the evening and overnight, that spreads across the state. You notice we have the legend over here, cold rain to freezing rain, a wintry mix up to snow. We kind of get it all depending on your location. For the Oklahoma City Metro, with this storm tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, mainly a cold rain. And it is on the lighter side. May get a few pockets with some higher totals, but on average up to 1/4 of an inch. Out in the west, the totals will be a little bit more hefty, where if we do have a thunderstorm or two, those rates could be a little bit higher. Off into eastern sides of the state, a glaze of ice. This is not a major ice storm. This thing's going to be in and out pretty quickly, but it will be around long enough in the north and northwest to get some snow to stack up. Now stay tuned to the forecast. Of course, Cassie has the latest at noon today. David's in this afternoon and evening, updating these zones as that storm system's now moving on to the west coast. But some areas a trace up to an inch, maybe even 2 to 4 inches in the northwest. And I mentioned that may cause some slushy roadways to snow-covered roadways, where our trackers will be focused, bringing you updates all the way across our region. Moving out, we'll see dry conditions for your weekend, and the next storm moves in Monday into Tuesday of next week. And that's your full forecast. We got more for you right after this.